Good morning, my dear student. Today we will going to conduct some practical, and I want to show you the difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. So today we will conduct the practical. Actually, school is closed during the pandemic, so we cannot conduct the practical in laboratory. So whatever I have, the equipment, I am using it in my house, and I want to show you practical. Actually, it is written, what is a homogeneous mixture? The mixture when two things, means the solute solvent mixed together, there will be no any separation boundary. So today we will conduct the practical and we will see that what is a homogeneous mixture. So first I will take the water in glass. You can see here I am taking the water. This is a clean water, and I am adding salt. You can see it is a tablespoon salt I am adding here, and after dissolving in it, just little bit I am also adding water in it, so that you can see very clearly. You can see salt is dissolved in water. You know, the solid things which is dissolved means salt, it is called solute, and water is called solvent. And after dissolving it, you will be not able to find out where is the water and where is a salt. Can you see that differences? No, it is a transparent solution. Is that it is a solution of salt and water, and it is example of homogeneous mixture. It is clear, my dear student, what is a homogeneous mixture? When solute dissolve in solvent, solution is formed, and there is no any separation boundary between solute and solvent. That is called homogeneous mixture. An example, you can see it become very clear. And after dissolving the salt in water, you will not able to find out the separation boundary, and this is the example of homogeneous mixture. And solution is always homogeneous mixture. Again, in the case of heterogeneous, I am going to show you. Suppose I will take water in glass, and here I have taken soil. It is a soil, simple, it is soil. I have taken from my courtyard, and just I am adding in water, and I want to mix the soil in water. What the difference between this solution and this mixture? Both are mixture. Why? Because they form by the mixing of two and more substances, and this is called homogeneous, because after mixing in it, you will not able to find out where is salt and where is the water. But here you can see clearly all dirt particles, just you can see that suspended over the water, and some particles get settled down at the bottom of this glass, and you can see there is a separation boundary, and separation boundary means it is example of heterogeneous mixture. So my dear student, it is a very clear what is homogeneous and what is a heterogeneous. Homogeneous means after mixing the two components, there is no any separation boundary, but in the case of heterogeneous, there is a separation boundary, and you can see very clear the separation boundary between water and solid particles. So this is an example of homogeneous and heterogeneous. I think it is very clear what is homogeneous and what is a heterogeneous. Now, next practical, I am going to show you miscible and immiscible liquid. We have discussed what is a homogeneous, it is clear, and what is a heterogeneous. This is example of heterogeneous, this is example of homogeneous. Now I am going to start the next practical. Suppose I have taken two glass. Suppose I am taking two glass and both glass are filled with the water. Are being filled with the water, and now in one glass I am going to add, that is a vinegar. You can get the from market, that is a vinegar. Its the chemical name is that acetic acid. Its chemical name is the acetic acid. Formula is that CH3COOH. So I am going to add vinegar, and after adding the vinegar in water, you cannot see the separation boundary between vinegar and water, and this liquid is called miscible liquid. Why they are called miscible? The liquid which get dissolved in water, that is called miscible liquid. And this is an example of miscible liquid. Again, it is given in your book. What is a miscible liquid? So liquid which get dissolved in water, that is called miscible liquid. And you can see after adding the vinegar in water, there is no separation boundary, and you cannot find out where is the water and where is the vinegar. And this is also example of what? Homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. What is the example of that? This is the example of homogeneous mixture. Yes, my dear student, what is a miscible liquid? It is very clear, which get dissolved in water. Next, in another glass I am going to take some mustard oil. After adding the mustard oil, you can see that all mustard oil suspended over the water. There is a clear layer between water and oil. And this is the example of what kind of mixture? Homogeneous and heterogeneous. This is the example of heterogeneous mixture. And the liquid which do not dissolve in water, that is called immiscible. So oil is a immiscible and vinegar is a miscible. Similarly, alcohol can also dissolve. Alcohol can be also dissolved in water. That is also example of miscible liquid. So what is a miscible liquid? Clear. What is a immiscible liquid? Clear. So when I'll ask in your examination, what do you mean by miscible liquid? Please give the example of vinegar, alcohol. And when I'll ask the example of immiscible liquid, write oil, wax, liquid wax. And next thing is that I can also ask, give the example of what kind of mixture is this. This is the example of homogeneous, and this is the example of heterogeneous mixture. So my dear student, it is a very clear what is a homogeneous mixture and what is a heterogeneous mixture. In the first class, you can see that after mixing the vinegar, you cannot see that where is water and where is the vinegar. This is a homogeneous mixture, but in this case, there is a clear separation boundary between water and oil, and this is an example of heterogeneous mixture. So my dear student, please, it is a practicum. In next practical, I will show you sedimentation, decantation and loading process. I will show you because that practical I can perform in my house. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.